All right, hello and hello and welcome everyone to the CEVO Showmatch. This is the third CEVO Showmatch to boost, I guess, awareness for CEVO Season 2. I'm Helium from FMBP Dota, and with me tonight is Callie, and we got, oh god, this is two Chuanz. Crowd's backpack apparently.
Yeah,
going up against Council Gaming. So yeah.
Well, we got Crowd's backpack, I guess. I really like two Chuanz a lot better, but hey, maybe they didn't feel it was mature enough for CEVO.
Maybe. I thought it was the best team name by far. But we got some bans and picks going out here. Lone Druid taken out, as well as the Wisp by two Chuanz, and they first pick up that Nakes, and then on the side of Council Gaming, Batrider and Nyx, pretty standard bans taken out, and then Coddle and Mag picked up. And it's CEVO, so of course this is going to be a raise.
Yeah, seriously. Rubik taken by Crowd's backpack, I guess. Copter. Taking the Magnus so early for Council Game, I'm a little surprised at that. We saw in the qualifiers, or at least, I don't know, I kind of made a note of it, that Magnus had a pretty low win rate. Just for all the teams who picked him up, and when he was picked up, it was kind of later on in the draft, so I'm a little surprised that he's picked up so early. Maybe you can hear the fireworks in the background of my house, I'm not sure. It's May 2-4 for us, so it's a holiday.
It's not even, that's 4 days away.
I know, but they did it this weekend, or I don't know who decides all this, but it's this weekend for us.
Canada's secret government.
Yeah. So yeah, Gyrocopter picked up for two Chuanz order race, so they already had the Lifesteal picking up their, I guess could be a secondary carry, could just be a support as well, so leaving their options open is two Chuanz.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen Gyrocopter in like every role, but I haven't seen him in support recently, and I was starting to love Gyrocopter's support. It's so strong, especially telekinesis, just stand next to the person with Rocket Barrage. And then Clockwork here picked up the third pick for Council Gaming. Most likely, yeah, Magnus mid, and then Clockwork going to be rolling in their off lane, so another support and carry needed for Council, so we're going to see that banned out here by two Chuanz. They take out the Shadow Demon, and then lacking a mid is two Chuanz, so Council Gaming taking out the Quap. So pretty standard stuff all around.
Yeah, and then banning out the Bane next, so taking that out. Puck's also banned by Council Gaming, and maybe we'll see a carry being banned out here, like the Phantom Lancer, or something that pairs really well with that Cuber Light's ban, the Chakra Magic, but maybe not. Looks like they're just keen to take out some supports, as for now at least.
I don't know, I think that PL might be a pretty good idea. It's obviously beatable, everyone's kind of, I mean, everyone's not as bothered by it anymore, I guess, or it's fallen off of popularity, but it's still very annoying to play against. And I think I should mention that this is a best of three, so this is the first game between Council Gaming and two Chuanz of a best of three, so there'll be a whole lot of action coming at you.
Yep. There's also the Nyx as well, now that they're banning out supports. Could look for that to be picked up by a CG here. Kind of overlooked a little bit recently, but we saw a few, like EG tearing it up. Fear definitely playing a fantastic Nyx in the qualifiers, and a few other teams just really utilizing that as a support, and are kind of just shying away from him being played as a mid nowadays, and just getting that Blink Dagger if possible, and those Arcane Boots, and that's really all you need in the support Nyx.
Yeah, there's still a lot of heroes that are just better than Nyx in the mid lane and can harass him out, no problem, and dominate the farming. And then when Nyx, to be annoying, is forced to roam, if he's sitting in lane, there's no point of having a Nyx. And then while Nyx is roaming, you know, Quapper Puck is just farming items, like straight up. And then an Undying banned out.
Jeez. Yeah, and Weaver as well for two Chuanz, so a lot of things are left open here. Lina is taken as another support. I guess that means Gyrocopter they're probably gonna be running an offensive tri-lane here, regardless of who CG picks. If you want the Gyrocopter, usually don't put him in the long lane solo, but I guess it is doable, depending on the composition.
Well, they can even pick up another carry and have like 3 carry redundancy here for two Chuanz, with Gyro either mid or safe lane, and this last pick either mid or safe lane, then Lifestealer in the tri lane, and you just have a lot of backup plans.
Yeah, that's true as well. I mean, I think it's going to come down to who CG picks. They do have the last pick, so they can, they just pick up support now and leave their options open for the last pick. Which carry they really want to use here, which will be the best against all the two Chuanz picks. So yeah, I guess you're right. You're pretty much right. Just another either mid hero or could be an offlaner as well. Running a guy around the mid is viable.
And then they pick up the Jakiro here, so I see a bit of a wombo combo of sorts that may or may not be very hard to pull off with this, either some cogs on 1 or 2 with a nice ice path, or like a macro pyre to single one out pretty quickly in a team fight, or if there's a multiple person RP, layer an ice path macro pyre on that, or hook in cogs on a couple and then the ice path macro pyre. So there's a whole lot of teamfight potential there. Whether they can execute that on the side of Council Gaming will probably determine the teamfight portion of this game. And hi Bailey,
Yeah.
I haven't heard you bark in a while.
That's my dog. I just want to mention I'm totally wrong. Nix was banned like right away by Council Gaming.
I didn't even notice that either. Wow.
Yeah. Okay. So hopefully people weren't like, these guys are idiots and just turn
Well,
it off.
we shouldn't look at the chat. They're probably like, wow, these guys are just awful.
Flames. It's okay. If you need to get your flames out, go ahead. We'll take it.
Yeah, I'm down. You can flame me for anything. I'll just accept it.
You suck.
I do suck. But anyway, the waiting on this last pick here, still dipping into the reserve time now. 40 seconds left. Deciding who they want to go with. Lone Druid obviously was Chuanz's first ban out here. And then, I guess, side note, 470 I think is the mid player for Chuanz. He was on Pandemic with Thatch and a couple others, and then that team sort of...
I thought that was 471. Wasn't it?
I thought, are these not the same people? I'm not really sure. I thought 470
we
was
gotta
on
have a band score
Pandemic.
fan. Band score from Rockskins. Played really sick in those qualifiers. Probably the MVP like every game. Rockskins won. If you watch those at all.
Wait, for what hero?
But I get. His name Hacks Van Score fan. So Van Score is like for one of those teams. Pretty sure it's Rockskins.
Oh, sorry. I was just... Why is the game so laggy on the screen? I don't even know. But anyway, sorry for all that on the screen. Just wanted to make sure that the overlays were switched. I have been known to mess that up in the past, as I'm still not quite used to them, so... Anyway, now we're in the game. Yeah, it's all fine, and now Callie won't have to open transmit with all his background noise. Gosh.
You really should.
But anyway, let's get into intro. Oh, maybe not introducing here. I got another pause. Okay. I double and triple checked that. The stream overlays are set.
Yeah.
Oh, someone has it?
Was the announcer?
By popular demand of one person. I'm putting that as the announcer for this game. Gonna be honest, don't really watch Piran Flax's things, so I probably won't get some of the stuff it says, but maybe you will.
There's some cool HUDs too. Check those out.
There's so much content.
What?
What? Join CEVO because of the content you'll have in your matches.
Yeah. No, but seriously. Check out CEVO, the website. Just go to the Dota 2 tab and sign up. It's really easy. It's free. You can get your team some experience if you're just starting out. And you're looking for some teams to play. It's good. I don't know how many games do you get, 7 or 8 in this season?
There's 2 preseason, then 8 regular, so 10 if you play them all, and then even more if you get into the playoffs, which are BO3 all the way through. You'll have an opportunity to probably stomp our team, and or we will cast your game, so you really can't go wrong there. And also, not just Dota 2, maybe Callie's a little biased. There's also Counter-Strike, Battlefield, might be Call of Duty, there's League of Legends, so whatever floats your boat, you know, sign up for that. Anything will help CEVO, whatever branch you sign up for.
Definitely. And for the Dota 2 one, how many teams make the playoffs? 16, I think?
This time
Or
probably
last one
16. There's like 50 teams that are already readied up compared to like only 30 or something for season 1, so already a lot more. And there's like 120 teams not ready, so, or overall.
Yeah.
So there should be close to 100 hopefully by the 30th of teams that are signed up and ready to play. So a lot of Dota 2 action, and then some good playoffs. And then for Season 3, ideally there'll be like a, you know, invite, main, open, divisions or something like that.
Yeah. And Healy and I are just going to do our best to cast every game. I guess we can. Maybe we can enlist the help of some other people, some team community members we can just call upon to help us cast. Because it's a tall order with all these games going.
Yeah, well, I don't. We might make the playoffs. I don't know, but if we don't make the playoffs, definitely casting every single game of the playoffs, and definitely aiming to do 1 or 2 a week during the regular season for sure. Balancing.
Now that I'm done school, it'll be easy.
Balancing my busy esports schedule of casting, practicing Dota 2, practicing CS:GO, then playing the matches for both of them. It's gonna be.
What a hard life.
It's gonna be hectic. I've never been
Playing
outside.
games.
I've never seen the sun.
You got work on what, weekends? Pretty much, or also during the week sometimes?
Yeah, I'm usually off. I'm 2 hours behind, so it works out well that this is Central/East Coast time generally. So I can usually make it. And I don't know why we're paused, but you know, whatever.
Magnus DC.
Freaking Magnus.
Freak.
I'm using his HUD too. Did you see Slark's HUD?
Pretty nice.
It's sick.
It's not in this game though, right?
No. It's like
I
driftwood.
like the Radiant one, like the most. I really love that Radiant war.
It's a little bright for me, I'll be honest, but I do like it. It is nice. It's aesthetically pleasing. But like the rest of Dota, like if you're on the dire side, your screen's so dark, and then your HUD is like, wee.
Yeah, so it's like, you know what items you got, because it's highlighted, you know? Sometimes I just forget I have a blink dagger.
And sometimes you run into Alchemist Spray, and it puts Blink on cooldown, and then you RP nothing, right?
That's never happened to me, though. We've seen other people do that. All the time.
And then your teammate on Batrider can't blink in because he's also standing in it. That's never happened to us.
No. Those are other people we're talking about. Unfortunate souls.
I don't know what else can be
Check out
said
the
here.
stream's going good.
The stream, it should be going good. There were 2 previous show matches to this, one featuring Nexus. Oh, will my memory work? Nexus versus Swag. That was the first CEVO show match. And then there was also Faded versus Phantoms. Pretty exciting games, those 2. Even though that's one of those games I left the overlay on for a while, so my apologies. But if you want to check those out, they're on our YouTube, youtube.com/FMBPDota. And our streaming is obviously twitch.tv/FMBPDota. So please like and subscribe those, check them out. We do the best we can, and we can only get better, so do support us with those subscribing numbers. It means so much.
That's confidence.
It literally makes my day. If I look at my phone, it's like, oh, a new subscriber. I'm like, thank you. You've made my day.
Yeah, that's true. Did you mention the Facebook page as well? Because I'm updating that like
We,
crazy.
we also have a Facebook and a Twitter of the same name, or extension rather. And check it out. Callie wants people to respond to his tweets and his Facebook statuses.
I asked a question, an open-ended question for this game, but so far no responses. But you know, I expect him to come pouring in.
Wow. Someone go answer that. Oh, looks like we also have the Lena mythical or immortal whatever skin in this game.
Yeah, that's sick.
Arcana, that's the
I'm
word.
looking forward to those animations.
Yeah, they're terrifying. Dragon Slave is like the scariest ability in the game with that
Yeah.
item set on. So if you're new to Dota 2, you can pause this game, and sometimes it's paused for a very long time, and it's really fun.
Yeah, it can get a little annoying. I mean, this is obviously like a planned game between 2 teams, so it's fine, obviously. But in public games, it definitely gets annoying for people, from my experience. At least it's not like that. Who is it? Two Pandas versus Navi game earlier today. Did you hear all the drama about that?
I heard there was some trash talk, and I heard that 2GD would have subbed in, and that's the extent that I've heard. No, but brush us up.
Yeah.
Some Dota 2 news with Callie.
Well, from Reddit, from what I read, VLAT like flipped his shit and just got really upset that Q Pandas called the game early because I don't know. Black said he had to go, or no, Hobo. Sorry. No. Hobo said he had to go on a flight, so they're like, okay, we'll just forfeit the game because there was some issues with a virus that Kurokai got, and then he sent it to Singh on Skype just because it sent to like all his contacts,
Yeah.
and then Singh was one of his contacts, so he opened it up and just got the virus, and then he didn't want to log on to Steam because then you get keylogged, and there was a whole big ordeal. And then,
Singh would.
I guess someone could have subbed in. Yeah.
You know who else would?
Well,
Murray.
Murray probably would. Well, if you get something from your friend and he's like online in a game with you, you're probably just gonna open it up.
Like, yo, check out these sweet Dota 2 hacks I've been using in this tournament.
Yeah. Well, sweet, he's in this game when we went to play against you.
And yeah.
There's lots of Dota drama though nowadays. There's always something going on.
Yeah, do you have anything on the scoop?
These fireworks are pretty well.
Yeah, do you have anything on the scoop for the Eastern qualifiers? Didn't those start last night, or?
Yeah, apparently first departure upset Rattlesnake. Yeah, they, like really nice play by Miracle on a Wisp apparently with some 6 saves a couple times, and he was able to escape as well with some clutch TPs. So something like that. He did really well. And I think LGD China is one of the 3 teams still in it or something, which is to be expected, I guess.
Well, no one should have been
LGD
knocked
China.
out on just day 1, right?
No, but I mean like the winner bracket or something.
Oh, still
like
in
that.
the winner bracket, yeah.
finals.
My
There's
predictions
gonna be some
were
stuff going down tonight.
my predictions are LGD China first and Vici Gaming second.
Yeah, that's pretty safe.
You don't
Pretty
have
safe,
predictions because you don't have a
prediction.
compendium and you're a bastard.
But I love Dota. So that's not enough. What do you want from me?
I guess that's enough.
Yeah, I don't have any predictions. Did you get any of your predictions right for the East one? Or
I
West one?
got Mousesports first, and then for some reason I thought Empire might be good, and I was just completely wrong. And they were the first team eliminated. I thought they'd get second. I was between them or EG. I really did not like. I saw that 2 of the better players on Empire got moved to DD, but like I didn't think they'd be that good because. No offense to DD, they were pretty awful in the D2L that we cast a lot of a couple months ago, so I expected nothing from them, and then they're like my new favorite team, straight up.
Yeah, apparently like a lot of the pro teams fully expected.
Yeah, they
DD
all
to
knew
do
that
really well.
because they're up in that elite circle of esports professionals.
Yeah, must have done a lot of scrims and stuff like before that. Yeah, I didn't expect that either because yeah, like you said, the raid call tournament, we were all like,
They didn't win a
DD.
single series.
No, yeah, like they did worse than MTW, and they didn't do too well either.
And MTW
They
disbanded. But anyway.
Okay, I'm gonna shut my window real quick before we start.
Alright, yeah, it sounds like you're in a freaking firefight. Outback? Like how Icon repping the practice. Practice is Tuesday at 6 Central Time, guys. Don't miss it. Gonna keep it on in this game. He's in our broadcasting channel, so I'm sure he'll say something to bother us eventually. But,
Just shuffle the coins on his desk.
Yeah.
whatever he does.
Icon, the tax collector. He's the accountant for CEVO, apparently.
Y'all are so sweet. I just want to let y'all know that.
Just chirping him.
Alright, but anyway, let's introduce the Dire team here. We got Council Gaming, we got Combine playing that Coddle, we got the Century's Magic Wand as he heads to the tri-lane, along with Sacred playing that Jakiro with Observer Rewards and some consumable items. Brink on the Magnus here, going to be going mid with that fast battle build. Darken here on the Chaos Knight. The CK, will he get 4-second stuns like that last CK I saw? I don't even remember what it was. And then Council Gaming's very own Break on the Clockwork Goblin.
Looks like there might be an engagement here.
Yeah, there may be. We can hold off in the introductions, and yeah, here we go. So 4 up here right now. Gyrocopter in the bot lane here for 2 Chuanz.
Yeah, CG doesn't want to take this fight. They know that they're coming in here, but they just don't want to. I'm not really sure why they have 5 heroes, but I guess they feel like their level 1 just isn't as strong as 4 people from 2 Chuanz. Or maybe they just, you know, didn't really want to risk anything. But anyway, I like how you said Combine
What?
for the keeper relay here.
Sorry, I just rebeat Half-Life 2, so...
Okay. Anyway, for 2 Chuanz on the Radiant side, we have 470 playing that Rubik, so not the mid player, at least not this game. We've got Crowds taking that Darkseer in the middle lane. He's also going for fast bottle, so we'll have to eye and see which of those heroes get their bottle first. On the Lina up top, we've got Deep Evil picking that one up. Gyrocopter bottom is Frost. He's just going to be in the bottom right now. Safe lane solo. And lastly, on the lifesteal, we've got Ben Sporfan or Hacks, I guess.
Alright, got a bit of a battle for this D ward here in the top of the Dire jungle. It still stands, and now sentry's dropped here by 470. They're trying to take out the other sentry, but almost no avail. I guess their sentry's still there. Bit of an engagement. Telekinesis was used. No light strike array. There's the open wound. Sacred could be in trouble, but a nice ice path followed up by an illuminate. Still not a whole lot of damage, even at level 1. The light strike array gonna land. Deep Evil picking up the first blood on Sacred, the Jakiro, and they're gonna turn around and de-ward. So no wards in the jungle right now. Well, except a little itty bitty sentry, but not much vision there.
Yeah, and in the bottom lane, this is looking to be an interesting matchup. You don't really see a Clockwork go in a 1v1 situation too often in the side solo. Usually it's just you long laning, trying to disrupt the wave with those cogs, but he hasn't picked up a single point yet. Just getting Rocket Flare and Battery Assault, which I feel is a smart thing to do in a 1v1, especially against the Gyrocopter. You can just Rocket Barrage in your cogs anyway.
Yeah, cogs might be a death sentence against that Gyrocopter. Also, against Skywrath Mage, I found that out the hard way the other day. If you cog someone, Skywrath Mage will drop his ult on you.
And in the middle lane, bottle check here. Brink already has his bottle. It's also flying out to Crowds right now, who has his courier crowed, so he might be able to do some bottle crowing if the situation presents itself later on.
Oh yeah, in the bot lane, Battery Assault though is pretty strong as well. Not quite as strong as Rocket Barrage, but it'll be an interesting lane up here. Pretty much, or 2 heroes I consider like they would know each other in real life, you know? Clockwork with all the rockets, and then Gyrocopter flying that machine around with rockets. Tinker also in that club. Maybe Sniper.
They would know each other.
They'd be bros. You'd see them at the bar together.
Yeah, for sure. At the tavern. Oh, looks like the servers are spiking a little bit. I'm not really at all.
Maybe my
But
internet's
I'll
just
say-
bogged down because of the streaming, just so you could be included.
Yeah,
So
this is a mid lane matchup. We don't see a lot of Magnus going up against the Darkseer. Usually Magnus does fairly well against almost any mid hero, just being able to spam that shockwave, but he can't really get close to the wave with that ion shell there.
I'd imagine he'd still be able to farm okay with that shockwave. He's got 10 last hits compared to Darkseer's 12, so I mean, no one's winning or losing that lane really at all. No one's getting zoned out of XP. In the tri lane here, we've got that Nakes. In the bot lane actually, Power Cog set up into the Rocket Barrage. We already talked a little bit about that. Gonna get hit actually and kind of pushed the other way is Frost. So living there is the Clockwork. But back to what was I trying to analyze? The last hits here on the carries. We got Gyrocopter 15 against that Clockwork. In the top lane though, Reality Rift on the Deep Evil, a 1-second stun, so not quite what he's looking for, but not going to matter. The Lina goes down, so Deep Evil taken out there. Dark End on the Chaos Knight picks up that kill. And 8 last hits on him, 14 on the Nakes. So Nakes winning the last hit battle a little bit, but now Darkened with a kill under his belt.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty huge. Going to help him to catch up a little bit, lacking in the last hits. Really nice job right now from 2 Chuanz in this offensive tri-lane, giving Hacks all the last hits he could ever want. Looks like they might go on a
yeah, they pick up
Jakiro
Sacred,
here, though.
2-man stun right there. Sacred could be in trouble. The Ice Path is going to land, going to extend his life a little bit. No, one more auto attack there by the Lina. Now Nakes looks to have lagged out or something, just sort of standing there. I don't really know why, but gonna work out anyway. Another kill here. Maybe not. Popping, looks like what to be a South, but the longest auto attack of life. Deep Evil. What was that? Oh, was that the Pyrion Flax announcer pack playing harmonicas? That was...
I actually haven't heard a thing yet.
I just heard harmonicas.
I have to...
But anyway, Deep Evil picks up a double kill. And yeah, so going well up there for 2 Chuanz in the tri lane. Deep Evil with
Going really well now.
yeah, gonna have Arcane Boots pretty soon. And just again, the aggression can just keep coming with the arcane boots. Just throw telekinesis, light strike arrays. You don't even have to have the Nakes initiate, since you'll be able to just keep throwing that out there, and then eventually you'll be able to pick someone off.
Yeah, and that's really boils down. Oh, looks like they're going again here. 470.
470 though, gonna get caught out a lot. Goes down with the tip of that ice path, and looks like Chaos Knight's out of mana, so he used both of his combos. I got there a little late.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, actually in the bottom lane, Frost is forcing Break back. Now he's really low health, really low mana. I mean, if there's a good time to go back to your fountain, that's it right there. Frost is gonna pick up his phase boots now, probably finish those off, or maybe not. Yeah, he's gonna finish those off. Probably go for an Aquila next and try to get a little bit of a push going down here on the bottom tower by himself.
Yeah, it's a lane I wouldn't necessarily expect Clockwork to die in, as we see him just getting zoned out and going back now, but getting pretty shut out in terms of the last hits, which I guess would be expected. I mean, again, like you said, it's not a matchup we see a whole lot, but I would think Gyrocopter took the upper hand against any melee with his flak cannon. Maxed out now, so it's like, what, 6 attacks?
Yeah, and we're really seeing also in the middle lane the Darkseer starting to dominate Magnus with that level 4 Ion Shell. He really can't go near the lane. He's forced a bottle for right now. He's going to use all his charges, send the bottle back to base, and come back again, because he just can't rune control with this constant push of the Ion Shell. He can throw out a shockwave, but one Ion Shell kills the whole wave and does a little bit of damage to him as well.
Frost here on the Gyrocopter picks up his phase boots. He's got a Ring of Bass as he heads back into the lane. I don't know why he ran so far back to get to that courier, but
Well, Clockwork on top. He's got hookshot too.
yeah, so he's level 6, wants to use his ult. It's normally what you do on an offlane like Clockwork, same as sort of a bounty hunter. Once you get your big ability to help team fight or give your team an advantage, especially in an offlane where you're kind of losing it. Not because of play or anything, just because, you know, Gyrocopter is meant to win that. Just try to get out there, try to make some plays, and here's Break doing just that. He could throw the hook shot here, waste a lot of the rage of this Nakes here if they time it right. And there it goes. It's going to land on a creep, but it doesn't really matter. There's the cogs, raged up. Break is stuck in there. Ice Path goes out. All 4 stunned up now for Council Gaming, so in a bit of trouble, but still all alive. No one goes down here in the top. 470 backs up. So it was a nice attempt there, but a really good light strike array thrown out.
Yeah, exactly. Chuanz doing a really nice job of just kind of weathering that storm. For a minute there, it looked like Hacks wanted to start turning around and actually get a kill 3 versus 4, but smart play. They just back off. You know, Break really wasted a lot of time there going up to the top lane and just giving Frost the bottom lane completely to himself. And, you know, he's taking advantage of that. 47 last hits, gonna get a bunch more now. Probably gonna be up to 50, yeah. In 8 minutes, that's really good.
That is quite good, and also quite good is the Darkseer, like you said, sort of starting to dominate the mid lane now with 41 last hits. Magnus, though, still doing quite well, up to 37, so he'll have a decently timed, well, he's already got the mana boots right now he just needs to work towards that blink, so maybe like 14-minute blink, and then the teamfight potential, if that blink can go out. And raging out is Vanxor in the top there. Brink with the haste, heading bot, trying to get Frost, wants him, RP's up, RP's gonna be used, there it goes, the skewer back. Well, eventually, or not. Not even gonna bother wasting it. But anyway, he goes down. Darkseer actually TP'd down there too. And in the top lane, some more fighting. Dark End goes down on the side of Council Gaming.
Council Gaming pick up a kill in the bottom lane against Frost. Just gonna buy back really late. I don't know if I mean, it must cost no gold to buy back, but still pretty late. He's just about to respawn actually. Oh, there's Crowds using a vacuum to get Brink up on the high ground. Brink does have a lot of mana though. He still has a skewer. I think he's
and
gonna
a lot of health.
Go
I
for
think he
Crowds
might
here.
be able to pick up this kill here. There's the skewer. It's up. Crowds is low. There's the skewer damage, and the rocket was coming as well from Clockwork. So Crowds feeling pretty strong, but now putting Brink. Well, not that Brink was out of the game. Just picked up a kill bot, and still keeping up in farm, but picks up yet another kill. So that makes him 1-0-1.
Yeah, huge kill there for CG. Especially after losing Darken on the Chaos Knight up top again.
And they've rotated Nakes into the mid lane, who I think is going to have a hard time there with that shockwave. Does a lot of damage at level 4. And it's a really fast cast, and obviously Nakes doesn't have the mana spam ability to keep casting Rage to dodge it.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
In the bottom lane, Frost is just kind of cutting off the the creeps there, using his ultimate as well. He's gonna loop around and keep trying to put pressure on this tower. It's getting low, 300 health now. So getting low to killing that solo there, but I think Break is gonna do his best to just spam his rockets and keep the tower defended. Will he be able to though? That's another question.
Combine starting to stack the jungle and farm it up a little bit now that he's got level 3 Illuminate, level 2 Chakra. He can definitely do that pretty easily. And now Frost finds himself in trouble in the bot lane. He's actually surrounded by creep. And now Breaks there, gonna pop the battery assault. Needs to back off and cycle this damage from the Rocket Brush, and does just that. And now Magnus picks up another kill there, so even closer to his Blink Dagger now. I said 14-minute Blink Dagger. It looks like it might be a little sooner than that. And then in top, and no fighting in the top lane. But Brink runs back. He's got 1,300 gold, so needs about 1,000 more. Or I guess 800 more for that Blink Dagger. So just a little bit more farming. Now would be a great time to rotate over and gank that Magnus.
Yeah, definitely. Hax looks like he's going for that drums phase boot build. So race card build, and he's really ahead of Darkin right now. Only has treads, and that's about it. The support's also very poor. Combine does actually have his arcane boots. Ice Path thrown out, but not going to connect.
Breaks back top. He hooks
There's
over the trees. They had the ward down in the jungle. They pick up 470. 470 might go down. Telekinesis throws Break out of the cogs. And then Darkin almost with a not so great reality rift, but doesn't really matter. The damage was there to take out that Rubik. And now here comes Brink in. What's he going to do? Deep Evil, 3-second stun. Run over to crowds. Pop that RP. Dual Breath being thrown out as well. And picking up 2 kills there is Council Gaming. But meanwhile, that Gyrocopter is just farming up a storm down there in the bot lane. Actually gets the tower and the last hit on it.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I don't know if I'm feeling the Spear and Flax announcer. I'm gonna be completely honest.
I haven't really heard it too much actually.
So by popular demand, we're going to Pyre Captain because it's the best.
Is it actually a popular demand?
Yeah.
As in you?
Just look at the chat. It's lighting up. Like, go to Pyre Captain. I don't know.
Rotation in here from 470 on the Rubik. They really want to defend this top tower. They can't just give it up to CG right now. Brink though still has the RP and he's about 100 gold away from his Blink Dagger, so he's gonna be coming in hot right now if he waits for that.
Well, he buys the TP and he's going bot now to defend the tower from Frost. I thought he was just gonna like wait over there for 70 gold and then buy it at the side shop, but they actually rotate 3 down to the bot lane to defend, I guess. And now it looks like a bit of a push is gonna come in the top lane as there's still 4 heroes here. Looking to get this tier 1. It's still very, very healthy, even without a Tran on the team.
Dire's top tower.
And then 470 on the back lines, picking up a. He's channeling an Illuminate. The irony that Coddle might have died to that. But anyway, that is Rubik's good to have against that Coddle. You pick up that Illuminate and then you have a Coddle. I mean, his mana pool's big enough that he can spam it a lot to defend without having to use Chakra or anything.
Yeah, that's true. Big rotation incoming from CG. Oh, he's breaking out. No, he's not going to even try to stop the Darkseer there from TP. He's got bigger sights. Goes for Deep Evil here. Lina.
It's actually probably a good idea to not have the Darkseer around here. Because then now they have that man advantage, and Break picks that kill up there with his rocket. Now he's looking to line up. Oh, it looks like the hookshot was used. I had sort of went back to mid, but 470 could be in trouble here. Looks like he will. Oh wait, no, never mind. Thought the Nyx was chasing him, but it turns out they're homies.
Yeah, and the Magnus has picked up. Brink has picked up his Blink Dagger. TP going in here, but Frost is really fast with those phase boosts. Just gonna be able to boogie away from there, putting lots of pressure in the bottom lane. Just kind of being left alone here for 2 Chuanz and just doing his own thing, and it's kind of working out right now for them. Their offensive challenge has been doing pretty well, I'd say. 2 top farmers here with the Gyrocopter and the Nyx.
Yeah, normally when you pick up that Gyrocopter, you want him involved as much as possible, or like rotate him to the top lane like the Clockwork has been doing for Council Gaming. Sort of the 1v1 offlaners just join the fight when they get their levels, but Clockwork, Gyrocopter, he's farming up, he's doing just fine, he's pushing towers, and the rest of his team, the other 4, are strong enough that he doesn't really need to be involved. So playing it right there, staying in the bot lane, gonna get some fat items. I don't know what he's saving up for. He might not go BKB just because of the RP, but I still think there's a lot of other stuns that the BKB would be very nice. But we could just see a Shadow Blade here as well.
470 has Ice Path right now, one of the best spells for Rubik to have. It is level 3, so you can see some tower diving going on here, especially if Brink does not have a TP, but he does. So I think they're ready for this. I think CG is ready to counter this here. Here he comes now.
Frost picked up that invis, but there's runes all over the place for Council, so I think they're aware, and Brink misses that blink skewer in, vacuum into the call down. And Frost, though, going to get melted instantly, just stunned up, so yeah, probably should end up going for that BKB, infesting into crowds here as the Nakes just to run away. So yet another good team fight for Council Gaming, and a 3-man RP by Blink, doesn't have skewer, but I don't know if he's going to need it. The tip of the Ice Path catches 2 or 3, I couldn't really tell. Brink goes down, but now Darkin wants to fight, also going to go down, so turning this fight around, even with that RP, the RP that baited them all, into more of a team fight, really. And then, yeah, Lifestealer just hopping out, that Infest doing so much damage, and now they're going to chase Combine down, or Combine. I like Combine better,
actually,
to be honest.
It does have a certain ring to it, yeah. No, Brink was actually killed by a neutral. I mean, not that it really matters, but yeah, pretty much a full team wipe there for Chuanz. Getting a nice team fight after that RP, like you said, catching I guess 4 of them. But then yeah, Hack's coming out and just decimating him with that Lifestealer. Phase drums completed. Orb Venom. He's his next item choice is really gonna help him out in this game, but he's already doing quite well.
And yeah, it's been a while, so actually we haven't even checked it once, so let's check the gold graph. It looks like it was even up to the 4-minute mark, like insanely even. Is that even possible? Didn't even leave 0 for 4 minutes and 30 seconds. And then we see this steep increase in gold earned for the Radiant, and that's definitely due to the Gyrocopter just farming it up. The Nakes also on the top of the last hit, so doing really well there. And then if we go to the XP, we see the Radiant were way ahead, so that's 2 Chuanz here. And then, I don't know what really happened. The fighting was going the way of Council Gaming. They were ahead by like 5 kills, and then that quick turnaround that we just saw top of that RP puts them in a bit of advantage in the XP, just about 500.
Yeah, and this is despite a 5-1 Magnus right now. Brink doing everything he can to get. I mean, what did he have? A 13-minute blink dagger or something like that? But as we saw in the last fight, it didn't really help him out. Kind of just baited his whole team.
Hook in for break. So he's getting stuff done. 470 though, able to telekinesis him out to get away from that damage from the battery assault, but it doesn't matter. And Clockwork doing what it needs to do. That's why I love this hero. You can go down to the bot lane, you can lose your lane pretty much, in terms of farming at least, but he got those levels, and now he's got the hook shot, and now they can just pick people off left and right.
Yeah, doing a really nice job there is Break to kind of get his team back in this game. They take a kill advantage lead there, 12 to 11, and Goldgraph kind of leveling off a little bit from that incline that was going in the way of 2 Chuanz. So maybe this is a turnaround for CG. If they keep picking off kills like that, then I think they definitely have a chance of getting back in this game.
I was gonna say the problem for CG was now that the Nakes, after that team fight, he got pretty big. He's way ahead of this CK, and he's got Rage. So if they ever leave, if Council Gaming ever leaves that CK, I mean, Nakes can sort of dominate him in lane. 83 last hits to 49, so probably we'll, I don't know. Well, there's 4 up here now, so I guess everything I'm saying doesn't really matter, but I think that Nakes is pretty strong left on his own right now as the other 4 go and do other things. And speaking of other things, Frost pops an RP solo onto, or Brink pops it onto Frost. 4-second stun from Darkin. Looks like Darkin TP'd down to help out. Picks up that kill, and now maybe just gonna slow farm the bot lane, and Brink will go back middle. And then now we've got supports and the offlaner up in the top.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. Darkin to just kind of take this lane now. Whenever Frost comes in a little too close on that Gyrocopter, you can just holler for some help and maybe get a TP. Start the fight off with the reality of 4-second stun, or 4 levels into Chaos Bolt. Hope for a 4-second stun, and try to get another kill that way. So yeah, good job by CG getting another kill there for free.
And just to really show, like, Break going for the hook, misses the Nakes, but hits the creep and gets in pretty close. Raged up now is Van Score. And then in the mid lane, Brink looking to be very aggressive, able to get out of that at least. But if you want to look at the Nakes' items, he's got the drums, he's got the phase, and he's got the Helm of Iron Will. Looks like he just finished his armlet, so pretty much that's just like shows you how far ahead he is of this CK who just finished drums, so 1 whole armlet ahead, which is a pretty big deal at this point in the game. Despite Council Gaming being ahead in kills, that's due to Break having some really nice hook shots and picking off some supports. But I think if there's a full-on team fight, it's going to be really hard with the nice call down and just how strong Nakes is for Council Gaming to come out ahead in a team fight.
Yeah, going to be a huge team fight. But right now, coming up, RP still about 10 seconds away, so this could be big, but I think they'll have the time. Yeah, it's going to come off cooldown by the time the fight starts, so we'll have to see if he can get another big RP. Oh, he's going to get
going on the
right
mag.
now.
He's lifted up, telekinesis. Are they going to have the damage to burst him? They are. There's a nice wall by Darkseer as well to follow up behind, picking off the Magnus. So it looks like this fight going extremely well right now for two Chuanz. 3 already picked out, and Jakiro, Sacred just going to TP back to base. And I was going to say maybe they want to wait on the Shadowblade for Gyrocopter. Just another big item, but they didn't, and it didn't really matter. 5-0 right there was that team fight. Frost goes back down to farm, and if he wants that Shadowblade, he's got it finished.
Yeah, and I think a really huge play there by 470 on the Rubik. Waited for the skewer and then lifted up the Magnus with the telekinesis. Pretty much stopped him from getting away and, you know, using his bottle charges, coming back in with a blink RP. Really could have turned the fight, but 470, nice awareness, waiting for the skewer, then using the telekinesis. And, you know, the Knicks just finished him off after that, so nice play there.
Yeah, I was a little worried when they first initiated on that mag. I'm like, if Magnus just turns around and skewer RPs, like, they're going to be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah. But that's never your instinct, right? You get initiated on, you always try to skewer away first, or
yeah, that's
try to
true.
get away and then come back like on your terms. But yeah, that would have been a good idea if you did that. Probably.
Although the telekinesis probably still would have been there, but then I don't know. Yeah, whatever. What happened already happened, so no point in...
Yeah.
But now we find...
Anyway,
you can go for it.
I was just going to say the mid tower was sniped earlier by Deep Evil and Alina, so no tower has really been taken right now for CG, which is not really good for their COD because they are down now in kills as well as obviously gold after being wiped, I guess 4-0 there up in the top lane. Did you say Sacred got away with the TP?
Yeah, Sacred TP'd back to base.
Yeah.
Oh, so I guess, yeah, 4 for 1 trade, sorry. Or 4 for none, not 5 for none. So gold still steadily climbing, about an 8k advantage now. XP just shot up like insane. Over 3 minutes or so, it's 5k switch on the XP there. So the Radiant way ahead in XP now. And gold, so quite a lead coming out despite the kills being so even. A lot of tower, the mid tier 1 still stands, but bot tier 1, top tier 1, the tower gold going towards that, as well as just the nice farming, the last hits in the net worth here of the Nakes and the Gyrocopter.
Yeah. This could be actually pretty big mid here for CG. Brink with an Invis Ring. If they all group up kind of in the river, I think he's got a big RP skewer possibility.
There's sentries though on Rubik and Lina. I don't know if they drop one down, but Brink got caught in that vacuum. A stun thrown up by Dark in only 2 seconds. There's an RP on 3, but immediately stunned up. Now everyone's caught here in the call down, so 2 for 2 so far. Crowds looks like he might go down here. Frost caught in the cogs, but a long range flak cannon, and this Nake's just not going down. So 5 kills to buyback on Clockwork, and 3 heroes going down here for 2 Chuanz. Now the armlet is up, so he can armlet toggle no problem. Break gonna get caught, eat the full fury of Rocket Brush. No mana here on the Nakes, but they still want to go for this dive. Jakiro has respawned. Maybe not a dive here, just gonna opt to get the tower. As more rocket damage. Vanxor is lucky he turned that armlet back on. Maybe not lucky, wise to have turned it back on.
Yeah, so I mean that was pretty much. I don't know if you could hope for a better RP than that for CG. 4-man RP, catching the life stealer as well, and followed up by a 4-man I guess hook shot. Stunned all of them. There as well by the Clockwork, but still Lifestealer not going down, and he's just able to pick off the Magnus right after he got skewered, and then following up with the Coddle pick off like after the tower. The phase and the drums really coming in handy there for the chase after the fight, and yeah, I still feel like that definitely went in the way of 2 Chuanz there, even though beautiful 4-man RP there by Brink.
That's the second 4-man RP we've seen by Brink, and the team fight still goes the way of 2 Chuanz. So, I mean, Council Gaming are really doing all they can. I guess, I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of things being disrupted. Did Jakiro go down early? I don't know if his Ice Path wasn't able to be layered. That call down is doing a ton of damage to the supports and just really disrupting the team fight for Council Gaming. They can't walk through. They have to run away from it.
Yeah. I mean, there was the follow-up was there. Break came in with a hook shot, got everyone. It just wasn't enough. I don't know how much layered AOE stuns you can get on them.
Also a mech on the
You
Darkseer.
can't kill him after that. Yeah, but yeah, the Darkseer had a nice disruption there early on with the vacuum on Brink, but he was able to get away, get a nice RP. Yeah, I don't know how CG could do it any better than that and hope for a win. But they're gonna have to. I guess they have to wait for some items on Dark.
Yeah, or just get a pick off. I mean, they've got the pick off potential with the clockwork, with the hook. They've also, if they catch a support warding or something like that, happens to be alone, maybe out of position. They've got the reality rift on the CK. If CK is anywhere near that, able to pick off one. He's got a lot of levels and he hits hard because he's CK. So
yeah, the beautiful thing for two Chuanz is that Hacks on the left side is just so far ahead that, I mean, he's already got his Desolator now, but he's just so far ahead, they really don't need to like leave him alone and try to farm. They can just stand behind him, 5-man Dota right now. Frost is really the only one who needs to kind of just be by himself farming, maybe split pushing a little bit with that Shadow Blade, but they can just play 5-man. They can really prevent themselves from getting picked off right now and just start going around taking towers. They're so far ahead. That Desolator is doing huge damage right now for Lifestealer. He's really fat. They're gonna smoke that.
yeah, that Lifestealer, it's a good. Everyone gets bothered by the PL and whatnot being annoying, but I think honestly, Nake's or Lifestealer is even more annoying. So strong. Big break actually gonna get caught out here. Telekinesis. Light Striker Ray to follow up. Can they get break before anyone else decides to come in? Looks like break. Hook shots out and another nice RP. Here's what they need to do. Nake's picked off. This team fight definitely going to go the way of Council Gaming as they turn around to fight even more. Frost, the only one left. Maybe not. Able to get the popped Rocket Barrage and then Shadow Blade to run around faster. And Frost might just take everybody out here by himself. Combined really low. The homing missile's going out on Brink. Now Frost maybe going to opt to, well, at least turn around and back up 470. Magnus gonna get away. So there was a buyback. Who just bought back? Was it Rubik? No. It was Darkseer.
Yeah, so 2 for 3, I guess, trade there. CG getting the better of that one. I guess, yeah, the Lifestealer going down, so not really sure how they bursted him down this time. But maybe didn't have the rage during the RP, so a lot of layered
yeah, and then I think there was
going on in there.
A 4-second stun on him too. Just all the damage on him. But I was surprised Frost lived through that.
Yeah, if Frost went down as well, then it would have probably been a 5-for-0 trade there. But Frost ended up picking the only 2 kills that two Chuanz did get in that fight, pretty much by himself, even after everything was all done. So, yeah, having that secondary carry, I guess, AD carry or attack damage carry there, using those LOL terms.
It's a good term. I mean, it doesn't really make as much sense in Dota because there's no such thing as AP, but you know, I'd still adopt the AD carry term.
Not that I'm a big LoL player to anyone who's watching or anything like that, but I have played the game.
Kylie played 2 games and was already better than me.
Frost actually stacking up the jungle a little bit. Not sure if he was doing that with his Humble Dominator creep or anything like that, but getting some nice experience there, nice gold. Oh, Brink senses something going on there in the middle lane, and he's going to be able to blink out of there. So that could have been bad. If he got picked off again, then yeah, he's going to be set back. He's almost got a refresher, actually. Perseverance and the Oblivion Staff completed, so it just needs the recipe now.
Brink literally doing all he can. If a 4-man RP isn't enough, how about 2 4-man RPs? So he's answering the call of battle here in game 1. For sure. He is 9-3, most kills in the game. 3rd on net worth, so highest on his team behind the Nyx and the Gyrocopter. So
they're going bottom.
Having quite a good game. And then in bot lane, Darken having a bit of trouble here. I guess a Nyx bomb in the Shadow Blade, and we see a Crystallis coming out on Frost.
Yeah, Hax just kind of walked up actually. Frost Shadow Bladed, but Hax just walking up there. He's gonna be surged now with the Ion Shell, so this could be really bad for two Chuanz if they get another picked off here. But I don't know if you saw that whole fight, but it was about 3 hits from a Desolator Lifestealer, pretty much finishing off Darken.
I bet. And hitting for 209 here is Frost with crit. So going to be doing a ton of damage, obviously with the 1 attack that crits, and then still 209 out onto the supports from the flak cannon. So that's 5. If Jakir is in range for all 6 attacks of flak cannon, he's dead, no matter what.
Yeah, not to mention the supplementary.
Everything else, yeah. Same thing with Coddle.
looks like saw a few pings from Chuanz to go for Roche, but I think they're gonna take a little more time to set up because you really don't want to get into a chokehold there with an RP coming out from Magnus, especially with the RPs that he's been hitting this game. Brink has just been on with those, so I think he's gonna try to farm up these jungles a little bit here and try to get his refresher. He's so close right now to that recipe, and that could be extremely huge for CG. That's Magnus can definitely change a fight.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, when you're on the Radiant, I think it's a better idea to make sure the bot tier 2 and mid tier 2 are both down when a game is close like this before going for that Roshan attempt. Just because that TP support, well, they don't even need the TP support because they're all right there, but...
Yeah.
So
and a DD rune spotted.
DD rune spawns for Frost, so definitely looking for a quick fight here as two Chuanz surging up that gyrocopter as he does a barrel roll with the DD, pops that Shadow Blade, looking for... He's going to wrap around the backside actually as the teammates just push into this tier 1. It's only got 580 health left. Magnus purchases the refresher orb, so it's up. This could be the fight of the century here. Literally the century. Coddle getting initiated upon. Backing off now, not going to get trapped in the cogs, so cogs are wasted. There's a 2-man RP. Could it be 3? Can Brink get another one off? He gets 3. Rubik steals it though, so 3 RPs in one fight. It's the end of the world. Nice ice path, nice wall down as well. Darken doing as much damage as he can, but not enough to bring down the Nakes and the gyrocopter with that double damage. They immediately take 3. Deep Evil on the Lina buys back. Sacred being chased by himself. That Darkseer illusion going after him. And Nakes infests something with no health and gets no health back because that's how the ability works, but I don't know if it's really going to matter. We're going to rage up. Wail on this tower. And
yeah, looks like they might be able to take the racks here in middle lane. That DD definitely came in handy that game. In that fight, sorry. 3 RPs going off there. Beautiful RPs again. I'm not gonna lie, by Brink on that Magnus, getting 3 heroes twice, and then finally on the second one, 470 was able to steal it and use it again. He's still got it, so 45 seconds if he keeps onto that, he'll have it for the next fight and be ready to pop that off. Doesn't have a Force Staff or a Blink Dagger though, so he's gonna have to be careful with his positioning.
Yeah, really good positioning already though from him. 470 dodging both RPs. I thought for sure he was close enough to get caught in the second one, but somehow nope. And then he just stole it and went ahead and used it on solo Magnus, but it was enough.
Yeah, 470's been playing really well as a support here for 2 Chuanz. As well as Deep Evil, of course. Definitely worth mentioning. Lina has some nice follow-up stuns to combo with that Rubik.
Early double kill in the tri-lane too.
Yeah, they've just been playing really well together, these supports. Lots of synergy between them, it seems.
Indeed. We've cast 2 Chuanz once before, at least I did once. I don't know, you were in Cuba for what seems like forever. And yeah, I don't know if they changed their lineup or I just don't remember 470 being on it. I don't know. Maybe I was out of it when I did that cast. But playing
yeah, I thought it was 471 on Pandemic, but yeah.
Yeah, you might be right. I don't know. I'm not sure. He's not on Pandemic anymore, so that's why I thought he moved over to this team.
Yeah. And here's Frost with a completed Daedalus right now on that gyrocopter. He's going to be pumping out huge damage in those team fights. Hax picked up a Reaver. He's got enough gold for a Vitality Booster. He's going to be going for that heart. I'm assuming you don't usually get a Satanic on your Lifestealers nowadays. Or ever, really.
Pretty much. Already sort of built in.
Yeah, sort of.
And then,
but I think they want to set up a Roche before they break the base again.
Yeah, definitely the smarter thing to do. And they can pretty much ignore the top tower for now. And it would be nice to have the top tier 2 down, so if they do break the bot racks, they can just go top in Megas. But I don't know, at this point, if they get another racks, I'd have to say that's probably the game. And maybe just trying to bait the Roche here, not going inside the pit, waiting for a pick. Some arrows are being drawn by Council Gaming.
Yeah.
The rocket goes out, but not to scout, just in the mid lane to push the wave. Now the Roshan attempt has started. Council Gaming smokes up.
Refresher RP is up.
Invis here at the bot rune spawn. I don't know who's going to pick it up. They better decide fast. Roche goes down at 34-34. 2-man RP break goes in. The refresher is popped by him as well. 470 though steals RP again and uses it before the refresh RP could even go off. A nice call down from Frost. Frost doing so much damage. 3 down right now. Only 470 goes down, but he did his job. He stole RP. And Sacred able to TP out yet again. And there's the GG. So we're going into game 2 between two Chuanz and Council Gaming. I'm Helium from FMBP Dota. With me is Callie. You can check out our YouTube, our Twitch, our Facebook, and our Twitter, all at /FMBP Dota. They're also on the overlay, so you know, no excuse for not checking it out, really, unless you hate us.
And check out CEVO website as well. Lots of good stuff.
And sign up for CEVO, even more importantly. $750 of prizes for Dota 2 alone. 4K if you count all the different games CEVO's hosting. But 500 for first, 250 for second, and then hardware prizes for third place for CEVO Season 2, Dota 2. And here is your lovely score screen.
Yeah, guys, thanks for watching us. Really appreciate it.